Welcome back to another episode of Shake the Room podcast, where we give the real ones their flowers and we do it for the culture. So y'all already know who I am, Fly Recruiter King, and I got my main boy with me, the Hood Motivator. What up, baby?
What's
How you
going
doing,
down, man? Look at you
You
looking
good?
fly.
You know,
Now you East Coast.
listen.
Now you East Coast.
I had to get my New York.
Stand up. Sure.
Pause.
No pause.
Yeah. That was crazy, Diddy.
My bad.
But look. You know I had to get my
What's great?
my New York swag on today. You know what I'm saying? Far from normal. Pinch. I got the construction on. Come on, at the New York brim.
The builder right now.
Listen, man. Listen,
Yes.
you a hater, bro.
No, I love it.
Oh, okay.
No, I fuck with my bro. Everything is not hateful.
Okay, all right.
No,
My
you
bad.
good. I love it. I'm giving you compliments. You some flowers, right?
All right, my
This
man.
nigga only want my flowers.
I see you iced out
Yeah,
too.
you know, hey, shout out to my jeweler coming through real quick. They found me doing my thing as motivation, and I am the Hood Motivator, so I got to tap in with a lot of the culture. So thank you, shout out my chancletas from Fashion Nova. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, Fashion Nova, look, baby, y'all keep me dripped out. I'm 44. Thank you for just giving me
Damn.
confidence. Stop saying. Come on.
Saying shit so
I'm gonna say our guest age when he get old.
Hey, so the reason, man, for the New York attire, man, because we got New York royalty coming in
Yes,
the
we got
building
royalty.
today, man.
Yeah.
Listen, he's my mentor.
Yes.
He's your mentor. He's a pioneer for the military space, the
Yeah.
real estate space. This brother's just amazing. So I
Yes.
had to make sure
Behind the scenes.
that I had to just come through
Yes.
and make sure we give the flowers. So I'm in. Jimmy Cox.
Bouquet. For real. Jimmy.
What's up?
What's up, baby? How you doing?
What's the deal, brother?
It's good.
Good to see you on. Got you a gift too. Some Aqua Bialto water, faith-based. I just got sponsored by them. I want you to try it out. Try it out on air. Let the world know Aqua Bialto. You know, let me know how it
Aqua
tastes.
Bialto.
Yeah.
Aqua Bialto. What's up, man?
Let me know how it tastes.
What's going on? What's going on, man? It's a man. We try to get you for a long time,
Nobody
bro.
gets you on podcast.
Yeah,
Nobody.
they do. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
I'm here.
Yeah, you're here, man. Thank you.
What's going on, man? How you been, bro?
Good, man. Everything's good. Good to see y'all.
Looking good, man. Looking good.
Good to see y'all out here together, man. I love it. I love it. To see both of you on the same space.
Let me stop. All this that we're doing is because of you and Mr. Broswell. So shout out to you for quietly behind the scenes, always for years, pushing me, telling me don't give up, do this, do that, and consistency. And then you matched this up in last July, and look what you got. You priced me with someone that has been more valuable than I have had in 20 years.
Yes, man.
And sometimes it's hard for me to get out of my own way because I see, like, it's crazy because the military births so much smart leaders that you see yourself in a leader like you saw me. I saw that in King. And I didn't exactly know what she was doing or where we was going with it. But look at the product right here. Look at him. This is his show. I'm the co-host.
Yeah.
He came up with the ideas, all these things. I just, you know what I'm saying, I'm like the bumper on the bowling, you know what I'm saying? The little steel pick that you did for me. So thank you for doing it.
Appreciate it.
Man, so let's get into it, man. So for our viewers who don't know who you are, man, can you tell them a little bit about yourself?
All right, Jimmy Cox, retired Army, did 23 years active duty, 15 years as an Army civilian, and transitioned over to real estate. So now I'm doing real estate. I'm going on about a year and a half, almost 2 years, but did the math, damn, man. I've been in the Army damn near 38 years, man.
Dang.
38 years, and 2 more years from now, it'll be 40 years.
40 years in the military.
In the Army, yeah.
Look at that.
Man, that's crazy,
I
man.
love that.
So to stay on your journey on the military, I knew you was one of the top Army recruiters. Can you tell us a little bit about your recruiting journey and how it was?
Yeah, man. All right, so now make sure I don't spill that. So I became an Army recruiter in 1996. Yeah, Bridgeport, Connecticut. I was 26 years old, and so I ran everything in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Got really good at that. Then I converted, what that means, of course, and shout out to you too for being a top recruiter in Tampa. So
Appreciate that.
I watch you, I look at you, and I'm like, you remind me of myself back when I was your age, but was out there recruiting. I converted, What that means is you become a permanent recruiter, 79 Romeo. So I actually stayed in recruiting for 13 years. So I actually trained a lot of recruiters how to recruit, how to sell, how to handle objections, all of that stuff like that. And then I kind of transitioned when I retired in 2010 in the same space of marketing and recruiting for the Army, but as a civilian. So I put a lot of people in the Army. Like when I see you working 4 days, weeks because you made your numbers for the month already, I'm like,
Yeah.
that reminds me of somebody.
Yeah.
So nah, good stuff with that. But yeah, man, I've been kind of marketing, influencing people to recommend, support, or consider the Army as a career choice since I was 26 years old. And you know my age well. I'm getting ready. My birthday's this month, but for a long time I've been doing this. I've been in this business for a long time. So yeah.
Dang, that's dope. First of all, we gotta turn up for your birthday.
Yeah, we got to.
We gotta turn up for your.
The 26th of this month, October 26th.
Okay.
So yeah, we gotta turn up for your birthday, man. And I just want to ask you something. I know JR gonna chime in soon, but with you being the SME of recruiting, right? The subject matter expert for all y'all who don't know what that is. What does the landscape look like to you now versus when you was recruiting back then? And this is just for my toolkit. Yeah.
This is for you too, because I actually thought about that. And I love the show because it's real, it's authentic, it's organic. No one sent the questions prior to coming, which I like. So I thought like, okay, King, super duper recruiter, Tampa, right? Like what questions would he ask? And I was like, damn, he's probably gonna ask what it was like then compared to now. Back then, we didn't even have cell phones. I had to buy my own beeper. And they have a roll of quarters in my car. So if somebody in my station commander calls me, I got to stop by a payphone and call my station commander and say, hey, did you page me? We didn't even have computers back then. We had carbon copy and a pen. You had to push hard. So, and do hand jam the whole packet.
Damn.
So that's the era I came from.
Yeah.
We had 200 card boxes where you put all your leads in a box, and it was like a recipe box.
Right.
Like you had your grandma's recipes.
Yeah.
All your leads was in a box, and so if you didn't make mission, your station commander would,
Flip your box.
flip your cards all over the floor. It was crazy back then. So yeah.
Man, come on.
Totally
Yeah.
different. The era of the flipping desks and all of that.
Right.
Mission, yeah.
What was y'all numbers? Was it like 1 a month, 2 a month?
It wasn't even in the Bronx, because I ran the Bronx recruiting company, and every recruiting station in the Bronx, like we had categories. Y'all still got GAs and SAs?
Yeah, we still got that. Yeah.
So we had to have a GA that was a 50 or more on the ASVAB, an SA 50 or more on the ASVAB, male, female. So if you didn't make your mission by the criteria, you ain't make your mission. You just volume. You volume, but you didn't make your mission.
Got it.
So if you made your mission based on the requirement, then you got your, like the rings and the sapphires and the stars and all the things.
Right.
They don't have it no more, right?
No, we do. I got all that.
You got the sapphires back?
No, there's no more sapphire.
What about the ring?
We got a ring. We got the ring. We got the morale.
Okay, boom. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Cause we got to do 1 a month. So our mission is 1 a month, but we don't have
contract.
1 contract. However,
What?
However, it may sound doable, but the times has changed though. You know what I mean? So like the Army had to switch it up to where like, listen, we know that there's not a lot of people trying to join right now. So give us 1 a month. But with the 42 Tango, that's new, is going back to what you was doing, which is more a talent acquisition, where we're like, we need specific people. Gotcha. It's about to go back to that. So I don't even understand. I don't even know how recruiting is going to be with this new environment and culture. We're going back to kind of like hunting for your bravos, your alphas, your males, your females, being more like on the AMED side where we're job specific. Like we need to fill these things. So I just wanted some of your insight with that. Because I know that's kind of crazy. Damn.
It was like 3 and 4s a month. Yeah, 3 and 4s every month. I ain't never seen a 1. I ain't never. Ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. Cool.
That's good though, because I see that the transaction. I was never a recruiter, so I don't listen. A lot of people chime in on things that they don't need to. I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah.
Nah,
but I hear you and I love it because I've been admiring you pause since the moment I met you. And I was telling Keem how in Afghanistan we had a Zoom call. And I was doing contracting, and I was, you were interviewing me, investigating, talking, mentoring, all these things that I was picking up on, all this synergy. And now look, now fast forward. You came in my office when I was a booming.
Yeah, man, it was too. It was too.
And
hats off to you with that too, man. So,
thank you. Yeah.
yeah,
That wasn't for me though, and what kept me was sometimes your talks.
yeah, man.
It's gonna be okay, A lot of people don't understand that entrepreneurship is so scary if you don't have your mentor, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have the right team, the right people. And it might sound, and I tell Kim all the time, it might come off to me being maybe arrogance, but I do not want him to go the way I went.
Yeah,
because that sucks when you buy and he got a family. And I said, you don't want, hey, don't be friends with that person.
Yeah, man.
Because I know where it's going. And that's something that once you came to Tampa and you said you were moving here, you started to coach me more up on the, hey, JR, be more observant. You are, but hey, it's okay. Don't do this, do that. So I appreciate you for even just shining a light. And then last July, historical, you brought me on to an event and you brought King. You brought a bunch of us.
Word.
And look what your product got out of it.
Oh yeah, man, I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what, man? I'm just a vessel.
No, yeah.
I'm gonna say that for the record, man. I'm just a vessel. Like it ain't about me, man. Like God placed people in your path for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And so, by God using me to be that vessel, to make those connections, I take no credit, for all that. It's just us being in the right place at the right time and being aligned with God's divine purpose. So I want to kind of say something about that too. And I know this is an interview for me, but you talk about something. I watch all your stuff, man. I watch all of y'all stuff. So I remember the conversation that you started this with, about that conversation that we had when you was overseas. You was in, were you in Afghanistan? And we didn't know each other from a can of paint, right?
Right.
Other than the network, Military Press Network. And you were doing the security stuff there. And we did the Instagram video call. And I remember I remember this like it was yesterday, man. I was sitting in my bedroom, in the sitting room area. And I was like, yo, we were doing an event in New York City,
yes.
the MFN Fit Fest. So you wanted to try to get the security of that. So I saw that, and at that time, the reason why I didn't do it, because I was just getting into the event space, and really, that's when we did a whole New York City event in Harlem, the MFN Fit Fest, and I wasn't ready for security at the time. I'm like, I don't need security, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I respect that, but I'm like, yo, I'm not there yet to have security. But I will say this on the second part of that is, when I came to your office, you didn't have that office when we had that phone call.
I didn't, no.
And then we came to Tampa, and then you had the office. And I gotta say this, if you don't know this about, JR, is, when you say mentorship, right? One of the things that I remember from a marketing and from a business structure standpoint, I was like, damn, his heart. He has a good heart. And that good heart may not do well for you in business. Because remember, we had that conversation. This ain't the first time you're hearing this.
Yeah.
When you were you wanted to help every person, especially if they were veterans.
I did.
You wanted to help anybody that served, to give them an opportunity to work for that business. And I said, that's good, but you got to put them through some type of criteria, checks and balances, before you just give everybody a place based on your heart, because they may not be in the right space for you that can destroy your business. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's one thing I want to say for the record for you, because I saw it firsthand.
Right.
And that's the thing. And your heart still remains the same. You know what I mean? And God is just shifting your purpose and your direction in another path, man. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. I'm here to watch all that, man.
Dan, that's mad dope. I ain't gonna lie.
I seen it.
You saw me in all three eras.
Different phases.
Yes.
That's crazy, because I'm coming at the later part where I'm seeing you at this polished stage.
Yeah.
But I also want to echo to what he was saying on how thankful I am for having you in my life, and shout out to Mr. Brooks as well.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Brooks.
My other mentor.
Yeah. And Mr. Ali Broswell.
Yes. Ali Broswell, Damon Brooks.
Yes.
Keith Mills.
Yes.
All of that.
Man.
Big ups.
That Steve Harvey camp
Yes.
changed the whole trajectory of my life. And you don't understand. Like sometimes I still get teared up when I talk about you. Like my wife will be like, Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy. I'm like, nah, you don't understand. Like when someone is special to me, like I take that near and dear to my heart. You know what I'm saying? And you really change the way I look at life, the military, and everything. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I just want to give you flowers, bro. You are so dope, man. Like that's just all I want to say.
Yeah,
Man.
definitely.
Thank you. You too, brother.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Hey, so speaking of the Steve Harvey Boys Camp, I've been doing that for years, right? You know, just being associated with the Army and in marketing, recruiting for so long. 2 days ago, if I had my phone, I could show it to you. There's a kid that was a part of that boys camp. Not the camp that I saw you. Matter of fact, 3 camps ago, because you went to this one, y'all went to this one.
Yeah.
You was at the one before. It was the one before that. And his name is JP. J, 2 A's, Y, and then a P. And my man called me like at 1 o'clock in the morning. I said, yo, we gonna stay in touch. And I call him every now and then. My man, when he was at the camp, my man had already got shot like 9 times. He was wearing this brace on him. And you know, y'all been to the camp. He was always putting his head down on the table. You know, and I'm coming through like tapping him, saying, hey, well, yo, come on, man, you here. So I went after the one who was the hardest one that didn't want to be there. And to this day, man, 3 years from that camp, I still talk to that dude. And he called me at 1 o'clock in the morning. So I called him back at 6 o'clock in the morning when I'm on the way to work. And of course, he called me back. He was like, you don't even know who this is, do you? I'm like, yeah, I know who it is. It's JP. What's up?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the thing about it is that camp, man, that camp is special, man. And I'm not here trying to, you know, name drop or whatever, but big ups to what Mr. Harvey is doing for those boys.
Yeah, definitely. Big ups to Mr. Harvey.
And I gotta just say, say that because
Yeah.
y'all seen the letter to my father?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna leave it there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was right there.
I'm gonna leave it there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Special camp. Man. Special. Changed my life, man. Changed just the meaning of being a mentor and being a big brother. You know what I mean? Especially how them kids look up to you because they don't have no father figures in their life. So it's really dope.
Definitely.
But I want to pivot to something that you brought up, which is military fresh, right? So I'm just give you a backstory. When I joined the military in 2012, right? So
Hey, yo.
hey, I'm starting to get to unk stage now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So the way I make me.
Yeah.
Hey, I accept that.
Yeah, I'm up now. I'm up now. So 2012. So social media is buzzing and stuff like that. So I'm following all these pages and stuff. Back then I'm trying to find all where the girls at. You know what I mean? So I stumbled on your page, but I never met you. So I'm like, damn, this page is dope. You doing all this stuff for all these other branches and stuff like that. And then fast forward to now to meet the owner of Military Fresh. So I just want to know, how did you create it? And can you bring us along the journey of Military Fresh?
All right, so this is important. You probably don't even know this either. So of course, New York, right? So when I came up, and if you do the research and look back, there was that song by the Fresh 3 MCs. I know you don't know.
Nah, I don't know. Nope.
You don't even follow Wu-Tang. Oh, y'all, so it was a song, right, called the Fresh 3 MCs, and it was like FRESH, fresh, yo, that's fresh, right? So it was like, that was back in my b-boy, breakdancing days, whatever. So I joined the Army, and the speed fast forward, like, I joined the Army in 1987, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've been in the Army all this time, but I still remained who I was as a person, right? And so the word fresh, I was like always thinking, because when we grew up, like if you had on something, that's fresh. That's fresh.
Yeah.
That's fresh. But I took it a step further in a branding aspect, and that's from the marketing. So what is fresh that never grows old? Like never stale, never gets old, and that's fresh. Fresh fruit, fresh new day, fresh start, fresh. It's not nothing to do with your clothes. I just spun off the word fresh. It was about a fresh state of mind.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, nobody else, and to this world, from a branding perspective, there's nowhere else that you can go associate any branch of the military next to fresh, and not have that brand recognition, whether it's Air Force Fresh, Navy Fresh, Army Fresh, Semper Fresh, Army Fresh, Military Fresh. It becomes a brand, and they're like, well, fresh, that seems played out. Fresh will never play out.
Talk to
As long as you living, that's a fresh hat.
Yeah.
Fresh.
It's fresh out that's fresh pair of constructs.
Yeah,
Right.
Like you never wore them shits.
Yeah.
Them
No, I
shits is
never.
fresh.
Yeah.
You know, stale, not fresh.
Yeah, for real.
Remaining
Right.
sharp and crisp in your craft. Always seeking personal and professional development while encouraging others to do the same. So that's
what it is.
where I'm bringing it together.
Yeah.
So now, doing marketing for the Army and recruiting for the Army, people thought that you had to give up your life if you joined the Army. That you can't be fresh. You can't have a fresh state of mind. You can't be an entrepreneur while you serve. You can't do this. So I'm like, okay, create this thing that says Military Fresh, and we make a network, right? That you encourage people, because overall it was a media company, and people didn't know it was a media company. Like, what is it? Just, a shout out page.
Right,
It wasn't
right.
a shout out page. It was about creating a platform to tell the stories of those individuals who rarely are talked about
Right.
in the veteran space, or those who serve. And not even just showing your story or where you come from, but you served in combat how many times?
3 times.
3 times. If you went to the official Army, GoArmy.com, and say, hey, I have this awesome story, tell my story. 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna tell your story.
No.
So I created something that'll tell those stories that aren't heard. Like if you're a DJ and you DJ when you're off, I'm telling that story. If you're a singer, musician, songwriter, producer, whatever it is, I told those stories. That's what Military Fresh Network came from. And there was a fitness aspect to it. So yeah.
Nah, that's so fire, because me being a recruiter, that is what I live by.
Yeah, man.
Showing people that you can still be who you are, but you in the military, this is an occupation, right? This is a career. This is something that you're gonna love to do. But you don't have to change. You're not a robot.
Yeah.
You can still be an entrepreneur. You can do all these things and still serve your country.
That's it.
And use that leverage to build your brand. So what you did with Military Fresh, bro, you don't understand the impact on thousands of soldiers, man, that you had. That is so
huge,
bro.
So that's why it was created. Because I'm like, okay, they're not doing it. So let me go ahead and create something,
Got you.
And then and that's where it is, man.
So with I'm sorry, bro. Like I just got mad questions now. Like,
yeah, that's it.
Cause this is where I catch my dilemma at, right? Where you are, cause you had Military Fresh when you was a recruiter, right? No, this was after.
Civilian.
You was a civilian.
It started in 2015.
Okay, so you was
I
out.
was already at the Army 5 years.
Okay. Because I was gonna ask you, but this question still applies. How do you balance such a big, mega platform and your daily life? Because I know I struggle with being his manager, trying to be an entrepreneur myself, trying to still be the top recruiter, trying to be a great father, trying to be a great husband, and blending everything.
That's a great question.
Awesome.
And I'm here to tell you, and I want to shout out to every person that was a brand ambassador that rocked with the Military Fresh Network. I mean, you all know who you are. There's so many to name. We had a chat group of 60, sometimes 63 to 75 people. Every morning I would say good morning. And I didn't run all those pages by myself. We had brand ambassadors and team leads that ran. I had a team leader from each branch. So I had a Marine running the Marine page, a Navy person running the Navy page, all the way down. And we had people, all the fitness heads. I wasn't like the big fitness dude. So while I'm up there talking about fitness, I had the fit people running all that. And then it just came together, and they did it out of the love, and they believed in it so much, because it got to a point where it wasn't sustainable because it grew so big. And I can't keep asking people to volunteer their time to grow this big, huge media company. And it was getting big, but then COVID hit.
Yeah.
We were getting ready to do a big Fit Fest here, because the one in New York City, we killed it. You could go look at the hashtag MFN Fit Fest, and you'll see all the footage. It was crazy. I mean, it was crazy.
I was doing that.
So we were gonna bring it here, then COVID hit, and then it just started, and I was like, okay, it was time to pivot. But to your point, you can't do it alone. You know what I mean? I felt at that time, that's what God put in my heart, to create this thing and give those who normally don't have a voice to tell their story or connect with like-minded individuals. I created this thing. So it served its purpose, right? But if you're thinking of it from a business standpoint and thinking of it monetarily, I wasn't doing it to get rich off of, but it still created this huge brand. The brand equity is still there. Like the 4-color block. That 4-color block, you could just change it. Like now, I put a house roof on it. It's the same foundation and the same strategy. But at the end of the day, and to your point, I could not do it alone. There's no way. There's no way. So I thank everyone that volunteered their time to make this thing what it was. Because people still talk about it today, and people have made lifelong friendships from that platform.
No, for sure. I know a bunch of people that it's crazy because it was like it was what they call it now. Like when you're going to your duty station and now you gotta like sponsorship. It was like its own sponsorship.
Yeah.
Yo, who's in Fort Polk, Louisiana?
Yeah.
And then now everybody could tag you, and now this is how you connect with people and stuff like that. Because that's exactly what I used it for.
Yeah.
Not knowing the bigger benefits of it, but I'm a private looking at a smaller lens.
Yeah.
So no, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Appreciate it.
And that's why I saw it, watching it grow and see what you was doing behind it. But now we are in 2025.
Yeah, man.
2026 is in 90 days.
Yep.
And here's my suggestion. Why don't you throw a military fresh conference?
So, I know y'all just came from the MIC.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kurt Tag.
Shout out.
Shout out to them.
So the conference, I let those who are good at those things do those. Like that's Cortez. Like we've sponsored, we've been there a few years. Military Fresh. I've been on the panels. I've been on the speaking. You'll see we help sponsor it. Shout out to Cortez with that. But they got that.
Yeah.
And then also, like, I don't want to spread it too thin where doing a military. Now everybody's asking for a reunion.
Well, no, I'm not
They're
talking
asking for
about like a MIC, just a one-day conference. You get your best a panel of influencers, some speakers, and just a one-day conference, and we could do it in every city or whatever. Because what's going on right now, and when I see the transition is that can help a lot of people because you already have the people. Touch them mentally, because right now the climate of our country, what we in, what's going on, the rhetoric, it needs some coming bringing together for some positive veterans and active duty personnel. Yeah.
So I won't say no, but the biggest thing is if I get sponsors that will say, hey, we're willing to sponsor, because I used to fund a lot of that out of my pocket, right? We had some sponsors, but it wasn't enough to cover everything. So we did city. They weren't conferences, but they were like pop-ups.
Yeah.
Where we would get a venue, we would have a panel, we would have different topics, because you would have somebody like who's a veteran who's good in real estate. You might have somebody who like different businesses that people that served that they can connect with and teach them how to do it while they still serve or even when they're out. So we did that in different states, but I'm open to it. The biggest thing is at this point in the game that I am now, the sponsorship has to be right, and we can start off small. And Cortez will tell you, sponsorship's what makes the MIC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because a lot of that you're not able to do it if you don't have the right sponsorship.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I like the idea that there are a lot of people asking for a reunion. So we can start calling it
bring it
reunion
back, man.
and turn it into you know what I mean?
Everybody like the reunion stuff from nowadays. They like that nostalgia.
You know what I mean?
Bring that military fresh back. So transitioning. So you have military fresh, top recruiter, everything is booming. I feel like I'm living your life right now. I swear to God, like every time I call you about an ID, you're like, yo, I did that right back in the day. I did that. I'm like, damn, I really live it like
man.
every step, right? So I just started to get in the real estate game.
Yep.
Which you already big in the real estate game. So what I want to ask you is, how did you transition from military to now saying like, you know what, I'm gonna set this aside. Now I want to focus on selling houses.
Okay. So as I stated, I still have 15 years, as a civilian doing, I don't, it's DOW now, Department of War, but DOD as a civilian, and I'm getting close to retirement age, right? As I said, my birthday, you know the math. I'll be 56.
Yeah, you look good
in
up in
October,
your face.
right?
I won't say damn to him.
So So I'm getting close to retirement, right?
Yeah.
But as you see, my energy, I ain't ready to sit down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't want to, it's not that I'm looking to sit down, but I don't want to work for someone all my life.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, I'm good at marketing. I'm good at marketing and I'm good at sales. What other better
Thing, yeah.
than real estate? I love looking at houses. I love homes. I do interior design, decorating. I love that.
I want to say something real quick.
Yeah.
If anybody been to his house, I just want to say he probably has one of the dopest houses I've ever been to.
Appreciate you, bro.
That was it. Sorry, I was looking
it.
at the statues and everything. I'm like, damn, this is fire.
So I like stuff like that.
Right.
So what better than, real estate, because I'm going to tell you right now, marketing is marketing is marketing and sales is sales is sales. It's just the product what you're selling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Learn your product. And if you already know sales and marketing and you know how to handle an objection, right? And you already like homes and you got the energy. So I wanted to do something because I want to start doing real estate now part-time to get ready. So when I retire from the federal government, the goal is to open a brokerage and teach other real estate agents how to market and sell. So it gives me those 5 years to build the foundation and use the same strategy as I did with Military Fresh Network and the same business model, right? Because that's what I want to build. Because as you see, that I'm building another network in Tampa associated with real estate.
Yeah, I seen that you're doing that. Like you're taking what you did with Military Fresh and now you're putting it into the real estate game, and I think that's so dope. And I've never seen that before. That because usually you know how it is with sales is a dog eat dog world, right? You're on the top, people don't, you know how it goes. But for you to bridge the gap and everybody be like, listen, we on one team, one accord, and we all could get our money and we all can eat and we all can learn from each other. I think that is so dope, especially in a real estate state. So can you touch more on that, like on your idea on how that happened?
So in marketing, right, and whatever you do, if you're building a brand, if you're not solving a problem, then you need to back up and figure out what is your problem set first before you start building a brand. Same formula as the Military Fresh Network. I felt like I was solving a problem. There was a lot of service members that didn't know, or the people on the outside looking in didn't know they can be themselves and continue to go after their dreams, goals, passions, and desires, why they serve. I solved the problem to let people know that you can, and this is how you do it. I'm going to show you real people that do it. Fast forward to real estate, and that's why I keep the same brand identity and build from the equity of what everything was done with that. So now, no matter what real estate agent or real estate zip code you're in, whether you're in Atlanta, Detroit, Tampa, there's a problem. And not a bad problem, but it's like really, it's a dog eat dog world in real estate.
For sure.
Yeah, you have your brokerage, but then you have your real estate agents inside that brokerage. So speed it up. I'm like, hey, what if we brought an ecosystem together, right? Where I'm an agent, I'm looking for a videographer. I'm going around on Instagram and trying to find the best one. But imagine if you bring everybody in, and when you have an open house, you only post it on your brokerage page. Imagine you build a network where now you got an ecosystem of all of these agents. Now you got interior designers all coming through. You're highlighting interior designers. You got your inspectors, your appraisers, your lenders, all into one network, right? And then you bring them together and you start highlighting people from different brokerages, lawn care. If you touch real estate, now you can come to the network to find lawn care, and now you have an event. You bring an event with that. And now all of the people are in one space networking with each other, all your videographers, all your graphic designers, all your interior designers, all of your lenders, and they all come together and they start networking together. But now you build this ecosystem. So if you're looking for somebody, you're gonna start coming there. So then what happens is the following goes up.
Yep.
Now you come to me to say, hey, I got an open house. Can you share it on the network? Sure. Business model. It's just not sure to be building and,
Right.
something comes to the house, from a business standpoint. So then the future forward is opening a brokerage. Now you open a brokerage when you already got this real estate.
You already got
this
leverage.
whole Rolodex of everybody there.
Yep.
And I'll leave it at that. And that's marketing. So
Man, smart.
Smart because you're a businessman and your business model has always stayed the same. And that's what I was telling Keem when I first met him. I said, nothing I did with my first businesses is different from what I'm doing in motivational speaker. It's just less people.
Yeah, man.
Aggressive, intelligence, understanding, and knowing who your market is. And that's why I think I was able to grow so fast as a motivational speaker. First, helping myself, just like you. Like, you can't pour Jimmy into anybody else if nobody pours into Jimmy, which you have a strong system. You have your wife, you have everybody backing you.
Yes.
You have that, you're connected to God, your prayer. So that business model that you said, that's what I'm using as far as speaking. And people think from the outside, oh, he moved fast. No, I have been literally at this for 21 years. Now I'm comfortable operating in my own gift because it's my business model that maybe didn't work for security or entertainment, but it's working for motivational speaking and coaching. And we're just one speech away from blowing it up. And what keeps us going is the phone calls that you call, and you call Keem, or you'll call, keep going, I see you. And impress you is hard because you've been around New York. You've got a big city. You saw so much in the military. You saw people do things without passion, and you saw people do it with passion, and all these things that you tried to pour into people that didn't work. But now you see us like, oh, wow. You guys keep going, keep doing it. Don't stop. Do this, do that. So we appreciate you.
For sure.
Yeah.
So I got a couple questions before we wrap up. So real quick, who caps more though? The people buying houses or applicants trying to join the army? Who cap more? Because I already know with my applicants. You already know.
So I would say the applicants join the army because you can't only cap with so much in real estate because we running them numbers.
Yeah.
We check it. We check it. You know what I'm saying? We checking your credit history and all of that.
Yeah.
Cap with so much. Hey, that's why. Hey, you got to make sure.
No cap.
Like, yeah, you got to. That's why the pre-approval is key to all my real estate agents out there. They know what it is because they be capping. They be out there wanting to go get a $2 million crib. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, you gotta stop capping.
Yeah, stop capping. Yeah.
Okay, so you got that. All right. Yeah, they be capping out there, man. I'm gonna come out of the office.
Yeah.
A year later, I'm like, yo, bro, you still here? Subway? No shot at Subway, but I'm just saying, like, bro.
Yeah.
But all right. So another one, New York or Tampa?
Who? Oh, it's gonna be New York. You know what I mean?
I ain't know if you switched up yet. I ain't know if you switched up yet.
Y'all ain't never gonna be. You will never see me with a Tampa hat on, dog. Like,
Never.
I'm sorry. Like,
Never been there?
Never.
I'm always California.
Yeah. I love Tampa. This is one of the favorite, my most favorite places that I've lived. But yeah, I can't rock a Tampa hat yet. You know what I mean? I'll go to a Bucks game, but and watch the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? But yeah, nah,
but it's a great place to
love it.
to grow in entrepreneurship. I call Tampa a pirate city. Everybody here, everybody brought their gifts, and everybody's bartering, trading.
Yeah.
And that's how I was able to expand to be, I think, the top 50 entrepreneur cities in the world right now.
Yeah.
So
it's common.
but we bring our own flavors. We brought New York, I brought California. I hope Tampa people don't get mad, but definitely Tampa people got their own way. But the way we bringing it, the style, all this stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, I love Tampa, man.
Not Tampa.
Big ups to Tampa.
Yeah,
Big up Tampa. Tampa changed my life. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
Give me a top 5 artists.
Whew.
Top 5. That's what we got.
So my top 5 is a little different, man.
Yeah. Get them.
So of course everybody like the Jays, the Biggies, and things like that, whatever. But yo, man, I think Black Thought.
Oh, yeah,
is
Black
my
Thought.
number one.
Yeah.
Like,
Black Thought.
like lyrically. You got Nas, you got Jay, Most Def, like the spitters, like the conscious type. You know what I mean? Talib, Kweli.
Yeah.
I like them all. Of course, I like all the Biggies, the Jays, all that right there. But
So you got Black Thought, you got Nas,
Jay, Most Def, Common is even up in there.
Common, yeah, definitely.
Common.
Yeah.
Common sense.
Only because they my top 5 because how it resonates
For you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, 100%.
And I like, you know, everybody's got, I like wordplay. I like how you're creative and punchy with your lines. I like all of that.
Yeah.
Of course, but you know, can I put the whole Wu-Tang in there?
Yeah. You put the
Wu-Tang gotta be in there.
I thought you were gonna leave with Wu-Tang. I ain't gonna lie.
They
all the
come
top
as a
5.
force. They have
Yeah.
force as a whole conglomerate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That's what you
I'm with the Wu all
the
day,
Wu,
man. You know, I just changed my whole garage to the Wu-Tang joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shaolin.
So today, okay, let me ask you, who you listening to today? Who's in your playlist today? Who you listening to?
I'm all over. So Fab, Tory, I rock with Tory. Fab, Tory, I go back to Jay-Z.
Okay.
I still listen to 50. Like I kind of still go back and forth. Like I like the Lil Baby. Yeah, I'm just like a mixture right now. Like it depends on my mood, to be honest. So I don't really got nobody.
I already know one.
Nipsey.
Nipsey. My man played Nipsey. Nipsey, the soundtrack.
Well, you know, it's crazy. So y'all talking about, like, when you say top 5, like, I love to hear it because it's regional. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, we in Tampa talk about top 5, and you still East Coast.
Yeah.
Influence for me, for my top 5 team is no particular order, but top 5: Q, Snoop, Pac, Kendrick, Game, and
Kendrick's dope. Yeah.
I would say Eminem. You know, right now.
Yo, for real, Eminem can spit. Yo, you can't take
Nah,
it.
he's not.
I ain't taking
No, ain't no. Yeah.
But in my tape deck right now, it's not but
You have a
Nipsey.
tape deck?
Yeah.
What is that?
In my iPod, no. In my music on my phone is still Nipsey because first of all I can relate to him growing up the gangbang, but he's so smart and he's undervalued to way his lingo and his rhetoric and what's crazy is him and 50 Cent right now is the only business model, and outside of that with Russell Simmons that I'm following.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Get rich or die trying, or all money in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With Nipsey, cut the middleman out, going straight to the source. Once you put enough material out there, Jay-Z bought 100 CDs from Nipsey at $1,000. So imagine that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at because I see their business model and where they took it and where Nipsey could have took it if he would have been smarter with being dangerous in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Your own people will take you out once you get to a point to where they can't understand you. And, you know, shout out to the Marathon and Black Sam and what he's doing right now. But I wish Nip was here.
Yeah.
Last question for you, and then we're gonna wrap. So for the young entrepreneurs, the young privates coming up, the young realtors coming up, can you give them one message that you learned out of your lifetime doing everything at a high level? What is something that you can share to them?
Look at that camera right there.
This one here.
Yes.
And this one sticks with me right here.
Yeah.
Speak what you seek until you see what you said.
Now you gotta say that again.
Say that again.
All right. So speak what you seek until you see what you said. You know what I mean? Just so talk about it out loud. No matter what else, no matter if you're a real estate agent,
Come on.
talk about it. I'm gonna be the best real estate agent in the Tampa Bay area.
Wow.
Keep saying that until you see what you said.
Wow.
You know, I'm gonna be a sergeant major, you know, in the Army, or I'm gonna be the best recruiter in whatever. Keep saying it till you see what you said.
Love it.
Man, that's dope.
And of course, keep God first, you know, and put that in your prayer. Because when you pray, you're speaking that what you're looking for.
With action.
And if you say it with conviction in your heart, you speak it until you see it.
There you go.
Man, that's dope.
I love it.
I got one thing for you that I gotta give you something real quick, and I want to give you on air.
Yeah.
So I ain't really like you know what I'm saying?
Oh, check you out.
With the cigars, but I know, you know what I'm saying, you like cigars, so I just want to know which one of these you
Take this one right here.
There you go, man.
There you go.
Cool.
Hey, we're gonna light up. We're gonna light up after this, man.
Boom.
Hey, I appreciate you.
Appreciate
Let them
you.
know where they can find you.
Yes.
And before you
Yes,
say
yes.
that, though, listen, you know, I'm always do this. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for
You too,
pouring
brother.
into us. Do not stop pouring.
Yes,
You
yes.
said keep all the substance that you have ready for us because we're gonna keep coming back to the well.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. Keep cooking it up. You and your wife. Shout out to your family.
Yes, yes.
I ran into one of your son's friends in out the country, and he served with him. And I was like, I know his daddy.
All right,
So it's
all
so
right.
dope. So I appreciate you, brother.
My man.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you too. It's always love.
Yes.
So let them know where they can find you at.
You can find me on Instagram right there at Jimmy Cox Realtor. Check me out right there. And then my personal IG, it's private, so you got to request it because I don't let everybody follow me on that one. But it's Jimmy Fresh with the number 3 for the E.
Hey, man. Hey, thank you for stopping by, man. It was another dope episode of Shake the Room. We had a mentor in here. Hey, we don't just talk. We shake the room.
Yes, yes.
Boom. There we go.
Man, that was dope.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, man. Thank you.
How you like the water?
Oh, it's good.